Some journeys move you across continents, carrying you far from the familiar and into the unknown. Others transport you through centuries, letting you walk in the footsteps of those who came long before us and feel the weight of history in every stone. My travels through Armenia and Georgia were both a pilgrimage into the soul of two ancient lands, where every path tells a story and every vista holds a secret. Cradled between mountains, these nations are among the world's oldest Christian cultures, shaped by faith and resilience, their traditions echoing through the valleys and peaks. I came seeking history and beauty, but found a living spiritual strength woven into daily life, felt in the laughter of families, the prayers whispered in ancient churches, and the warmth of every welcome. The Caucasus feels like a secret garden, a bridge between Europe and Asia, yet entirely unique, a place where cultures blend and nature's grandeur is matched only by the richness of its heritage. Here, faith is not just in churches, but in every shared meal, every act of kindness, and every tradition passed down through generations. Let's wander together through streets paved with history, climb mountains that touch the sky, and lose ourselves in the stories etched into every corner. We'll hear ancient chants in monasteries carved from rock, stand in awe of landscapes that humble and inspire, and witness rituals that have endured for centuries. This is more than a travelogue. It's a journey into moments that changed my perspective, filled me with wonder, and revealed the enduring spirit of these lands. Our adventure begins where Europe's edge meets the mysteries of the East, at a crossroads of civilizations, ideas, and dreams. Sun-baked plains give way to lush valleys, where ancient traditions thrive beside modern life, and every day is a celebration of heritage and hope. This journey is about peeling back layers, discovering how the past shapes the present, and how the present keeps the past alive in unexpected ways. So, bring your curiosity and an open heart, ready to be surprised, moved, and transformed by what you find. Let's explore the spiritual roots of Armenia and Georgia together. The journey begins now, and I invite you to experience it with me, step by step, story by story. My journey began in Yerevan, Armenia's vibrant and storied capital, a city where every street corner seems to echo with history and possibility. Yerevan glows with a unique warmth, thanks to its iconic pink volcanic stone called tuff, which gives the city its signature rosy hue and a sense of gentle elegance. In the afternoon sun, the city blushes, a grand open-air gallery with a quiet resilience. The light dances across the facades, making the city feel alive and ever-changing, as if it breathes with the people who call it home. Republic Square is the city's heart, where fountains dance and families gather as evening falls. The square pulses with laughter, music, and the gentle hum of daily life, drawing people together from all walks of life. Here, I first felt the deep sense of community that defines Yerevan. Strangers greet each other like old friends, and the spirit of togetherness is woven into every interaction. The city is welcoming, safe, and profoundly human. There's a warmth in every smile, a sense of belonging that embraces visitors and locals alike. Beyond the squares, Yerevan's cafes and courtyards reveal its intimate side. Conversations and Armenian coffee are cherished rituals. In these cozy spaces, stories are shared, friendships are forged, and the city's creative energy comes alive. The Cascade, a giant stairway filled with art, offers breathtaking views as you climb. Each step is lined with sculptures and gardens, making the ascent a journey through Armenia's artistic soul. From the top, Mount Ararat rises in the distance, majestic, snow-capped, and deeply symbolic. Its presence is a constant reminder of Armenia's enduring spirit and ancient heritage. Though across the border, Ararat is Armenia's spiritual anchor, the legendary resting place of Noah's Ark. It stands as a symbol of hope, faith, and the unbreakable bond between land and people. Seeing it loom over Yerevan is a moving experience, a silent guardian of the nation's ancient roots. Its silhouette is etched into the hearts of Armenians everywhere. In Yerevan, history and faith are ever present, shaping the city's soul. Ancient churches and monuments stand side by side with modern life, reminding all who visit of the city's deep and unbroken lineage. It's the perfect place to begin understanding Armenia's spirit, a place where tradition and progress walk hand in hand, and every stone has a story to tell. Here, the past and present blend seamlessly, creating a city that feels both timeless and alive with possibility. And the journey is just beginning. Yerevan invites you to explore, to connect, and to discover the heart of Armenia for yourself. Leaving Yerevan, I traveled to Etchmiadzin, the spiritual heart of Armenia. The mother cathedral here is the world's oldest state-built cathedral, a beacon of faith for over 1,700 years. Legend says Saint Gregory the Illuminator saw Christ descend and mark the spot for its foundation. Inside, surrounded by ancient frescoes and incense, you feel centuries of devotion. The treasury holds relics like a fragment of Noah's Ark and the Holy Lance, connecting you to Armenia's sacred story. Mount Ararat is ever present, its twin peaks a poignant symbol of homeland and hope. Seeing the cathedral framed by Ararat captures the unbreakable bond between land, people, and faith. Etchmiadzin is more than history, it's a living testament to resilience and spiritual heritage. Here, the past is alive and the spirit endures. Armenia's story is etched in monasteries hidden in wild landscapes. Geghard Monastery, carved from mountain rock, is a sanctuary of haunting beauty and sacred silence. Inside, a choir's chant seems to rise from the stone itself, a mountain singing. Khor-Virap, perched on the Ararat plain, faces the sacred mountain and holds the pit where St. Gregory was imprisoned for 13 years. Descending into that dark cell is a humbling step into history. Noravank glows in red cliffs. Tatev floats above a valley, reached by the world's longest cable car. Each monastery is unique, shaped by artistry and devotion. These are not just monuments, they are living places of faith. Built in remote beauty, they testify to the endurance of spirit. In Armenia, the sacred is carved into the very earth. Crossing into Georgia, the landscape softens. Mountains give way to gentle slopes, and the air seems to shimmer with possibility. The border itself feels like a threshold, not just between countries, but between worlds. Rolling hills and lush valleys replace Armenia's rugged beauty, painting the countryside in endless shades of green. The scenery is alive, vibrant, and inviting, as if nature itself is welcoming you with open arms. The air is fresh, tinged with the scent of wildflowers and the promise of rain. The earth is rich, blanketed with wildflowers and sprawling vineyards that seem to stretch on forever, each one telling a story of tradition and care. Georgia's spiritual roots run deep. St. Nino's grapevine cross is everywhere, a symbol of faith and resilience. These crosses, woven from grapevines, are reminders of a history shaped by devotion and hope. Driving through Kakheti, the heart of the wine region, vineyards stretch to the horizon. Neat rows of vines basking in the golden sun, their leaves whispering in the breeze. Georgia is the birthplace of wine, a tradition woven into its very identity. Here, winemaking is not just a craft, but a way of life, passed down through generations and celebrated in every harvest. Wine here is sacred, a gift to be shared in celebration and prayer. Every glass poured is an offering, a gesture of hospitality and gratitude, binding families and friends together. Ancient churches and monasteries crown the hills, watching over the land like silent guardians. Their stone walls echo with centuries of prayers, standing as testaments to faith and endurance. Alaverdi Monastery rises from the plains, a proud symbol of endurance and spiritual strength. Its presence is both commanding and comforting, anchoring the landscape in history. In Georgia, nature, agriculture, and spirituality are beautifully entwined, each nourishing the other. The fields, the vineyards, and the sacred sites form a seamless tapestry of life. The land feels blessed, and the sacred is part of everyday life. Here, spirituality is not confined to churches, but woven into daily routines, from tending vines to sharing meals. This harmony is Georgia's first and lasting impression, a sense of peace and unity that lingers long after you leave. Here, the earth and spirit are one, and every valley tells a story of connection, resilience, and grace. Tbilisi, Georgia's capital, is a vibrant blend of old and new. The old town's cobbled streets and wooden balconies invite you to wander and discover hidden gems, ancient churches, art shops, cozy cafes. The Narikala fortress overlooks the city, while the modern Bridge of Peace spans the river below. Tbilisi embraces its past and future, its spirit alive with creativity and warmth. The Abanotubani district's sulfur baths are a centuries-old tradition, relaxing, rejuvenating, and essential to local life. As night falls, the city glows, fortress, churches, and bridges illuminated in gold. A meal on a balcony above the river, music and laughter drifting through the air, captures Tbilisi's magic. Here, you're invited to slow down, explore, and soak in the soulful atmosphere. Tbilisi is a city that charms and welcomes you at every turn. Of all Georgia's wonders, Gurgeti Trinity Church stands apart. Reached by the dramatic Georgian military highway, the journey winds through towering Caucasus peaks. The church perches on a hilltop beneath glacier-capped Mount Kazbek, a silhouette against immense grandeur. The final climb is steep, but the reward is peace and awe. The stone church, simple and resilient, has stood since the 14th century. Inside, flickering candles and centuries of prayer fill the air with sanctity. Here you feel small before nature, yet strengthened by faith. Gurgeti is more than a scenic spot. It's a spiritual experience, a meeting of earth, sky, and soul. It's a place that lingers in memory, a true pilgrimage. In Armenia and Georgia, hospitality is sacred. A guest is a gift from God. The Supra, Georgia's traditional feast, is a celebration of life, led by a toastmaster who weaves poetry and wisdom into every toast. Tables overflow with grilled meats, cheeses, pastries, and vibrant salads. Each dish a reflection of the land's bounty. Wine flows, not just for drinking, but for opening hearts and forging connections. Hospitality extends beyond the table. Simple acts of kindness are everywhere. The greatest treasures here are not monuments, but the open hearts of the people. In the Caucasus, generosity is a way of life. As my journey ended, I reflected on the spirit of the Caucasus. Faith as tangible as stone, resilience as enduring as the mountains. Armenia's quiet strength and Georgia's joyful abundance left a mark on my soul. Both nations share deep spiritual roots that nourish and sustain them. This journey taught me to look beyond the surface, to find the divine in landscapes and in people's warmth. The stories of saints are living narratives, shaping identity and community. Our roots, spiritual or otherwise, give us strength. I hope these moments inspire you to seek your own journeys, where history and spirit are alive. Thank you for traveling with me.